In this video, I'm going to show you how to do another random simulation. In this case, we're going to randomly sample or randomly pick some things. So this is key in column B, type red or blue. I'm going to pretend you could have a bag of 100 chips and there's 40 red ones and 60 blue ones. You could think about them, you're in a room and with 100 people and 40 of them plan on voting for Hillary Clinton and 60 of them plan on voting for Trump. If you just randomly selected 10 of those people, what would the results be? So the first thing I'm going to do is actually type in the word red, not red or blue. And I'm going to make sure that I fill 40 cells with the word red. So I'm going to go down to number 41 because remember I had a title. And then for the next 60, I want to type in the word blue. So I got to go all the way down to 101. Okay. And then what I over here need to, figure out how I'm going to select those randomly. So here's where I'm going to do the randomness. Here I'm just going to type equals rand, and this is where I'm just going to do open parentheses, close parentheses. It's just a random number. Doesn't really matter that the decimal point is there. You can look at that random number as anything you want. And then if you double click on the lower right hand, it should fill in a random number for all those guys. And then what can happen is I can randomly select these by highlighting both columns. I go to data, and you have to do sort range because you have to tell it that the data has a header row, because otherwise it'll sort the titles and then tell me sort. And so now if I pick these top 10 values or cells, I'll highlight those. How many were blue and how many were red? So over here I want to say equals count if in this range of cells, comma, you see the word red. So we're looking for how many reds we get when we select those people. In this case, it was 0. So I want to do a random sort again. So data, sort range, again, tell it there's a header. Now some of you guys might know a quicker way to do this. B2 to B11, this should be telling me, oops, this needs to be in parentheses or quotes, my bad. There's 2. So if I do the sort thing, this is a kind of a pain to keep doing this every time. Again, maybe somebody here knows a better way to do it. But if you, I think Command Y repeats. So that time, 2 reds. I guess if 60 were Trump, those would be, the reds would be 60 and the blues would be 40. I did it the other way around, 40 reds, 60 blues. Anyway, what would you expect to see if you picked 10? If the relative frequency is 40 out of 60, if I pick 10, I would expect to see 4. So I want you to, I forget how many times I ask you to do this. But I forget the flower Y thing too, so I'm just going to do it all through again, and then Command Y, and I keep getting different answers. And you record those. Whoops! Undo that. So that's how we can do a random pick on a Google Sheet and keep track of the results we're getting.